Getting a little windy, getting a little dark out here. You can see the clouds are moving in. You can see the clouds here over top of this mountain here. Look at the mountains behind me. I'm actually surrounded. Look at this. Oh my gosh, just beautiful. Woo! There it is right there, right under that tree. I might regret this. This trail has narrowed significantly and everything is overgrown.
Marine Corps Sergeant Major, 30 years in the Marine Corps.
Oh man, thank you for your service, sir.
Hey.
How are you?
Well, Marine Corps, good.
We have tent sites. We could not have asked for better weather, everybody. Beef jerky on the trail, baby. That's the way to go. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Seth here at Outdoors with V. Hope everyone's doing well. For today's adventure, today's trip, we are out for a hiking slash backpacking slash day hike trip. So we don't know what's going on just yet. I'm gonna scope out this area. This is my first time here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my chest rig on, look around for a little bit and decide what I'm gonna do. Can't wait for this adventure. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip. We'll see you here in a bit. This area is beautiful. I am in the George Washington National Forest here in Virginia, and I'm really looking forward to figuring out what we're gonna be doing. All right, everybody, we are off. I decided to do full-on backpacking. I explored the area just a little bit more, walked around a little bit, spoke to a few people. Again, I've never been here. The temperature right now, according to my watch, is 73 degrees. And we are at an elevation of 3,600 feet. So not too high, but also not too low. It feels amazing out here. The humidity is really low. And so I've worked up a sweat, and every time that breeze comes, it hits my chest, hits my back, and feels amazing. What I'm doing right now, everybody, I am setting a waypoint on my watch for this exact location. If for whatever reason I decide to go off trail, or I decide to use the bathroom, I want to make sure that I can get back to this spot. A few of you have asked about this watch, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. This is the Garmin Instinct Solar 2 Tactical Edition. It is an awesome, awesome watch. I'm just saving these exact GPS coordinates, and all I have to do is go to navigate on the watch, go to saved locations, hit enter, and I can get back to this spot, because this will help me navigate back here. So just wanted to do that real quick. I thought it was cool to kind of show you all this rock formation here. Really, really cool. I always think stuff like that's really interesting. Let's take a look in there. Not really much, but it's still pretty cool, to me at least. Here, check this out. I'll say this too, in an emergency situation, you know, you want to kind of throw some rocks in there, scope it out a little bit, make sure there aren't any critters in there. You could get pretty comfortable in there and have some shelter, natural shelter here. So really cool. I like that. This is steep. I don't know if y'all can tell, but look behind me. Look at that. Downhill that way. Yeah. You know, when you're hiking, backpacking and whatnot, you really have to pay attention to everything. Not just what's in front of you, not just what's behind you, but around you, what you're stepping on, what you're grabbing onto. You'd be surprised if you're not paying attention what you could grab or what you could step into. You could step into a huge hole or, you know, like a rut. You don't want to do that. Or if it's raining or something like that, you see all this moss that's on this rock? Well, let's say it was really slippery and I decided to kind of just run through here. That would really, really suck if you were to slip on that. So I can see that hurting pretty bad. Speaking of being aware of your surroundings, what you're grabbing onto, what you're stepping on, you want to make sure that you're also aware of wildlife. Every now and then look up and just kind of get a 360-degree view of everything. You also want to make sure that you get the full picture, right? You want to look beyond the trail. You want to look everywhere and just be, you know, cautious and be aware of your surroundings, because you never know. It could be a black bear around here. There could be other predators, so on and so forth. By the way, everybody, I was talking about being aware of what you're stepping on. I have a story to tell y'all later about a copperhead at a waterfall hike that Ashley and I did years ago. And so I don't think I've told you this story. Maybe, no, I haven't told you. But without overstating the obvious, you definitely don't want to step on a snake, especially not a copperhead. We are at 3,892 feet. Look at the mountains behind me. I'm actually surrounded. Look at this. Oh my gosh, just beautiful. Woo! Oh man. Just enjoying this beautiful view I have here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break. I have a snack here. Let's see here. Nut Harvest, nut and chocolate, sweet and salty trail mix. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, drink some water, take my pack off. I think I have a 29, 28 pound loadout or so. Not the heaviest I've ever carried, but going uphill the entire time. Carrying this, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break. I'm sweating, so yeah, gonna enjoy this. See you here in a second. By the way, everybody, I just picked up this backpack not too long ago. This is the first time really testing it out on the trail. This is the Gregory Paragon 58-liter backpack. So far, I'm loving it. All right, good to go. Got my snack, got hydrated. Let's keep going. Getting a little windy, getting a little dark out here. You can see the clouds are moving in. You can see the clouds here over top of this mountain here. This view is absolutely beautiful. And this breeze, it feels absolutely incredible. We are now at 4,013 feet and it is 2:52 p.m. There are some other folks back there camping in the woods. Two of the gentlemen that are camping with them, they are Marines. And they actually came up to me, stopped me on the trail, and they asked me straight up, like, hey man, are you in the military or were you in the military? And that reminded me, I've always wanted to bring this up. First, let me say this. I did not serve in the military. I have no military experience. I get asked by folks like them, folks when I go out to the store or whatnot. I've had folks on here on the channel in the comment section ask, and I'm going to tell you now, I did not serve in the military. I salute all of you. I salute all of you for your service. I thank you for your service, and I have high respect for military folks, law enforcement, anyone who serves the community, anyone who serves their country, their city, their county, whatever the case is. Thank you so much for your service. But I do not want to take any glory. I did not serve in the military. I don't know if y'all can see the folks behind me there. You could probably hear them, but they just gave me a courtesy warning. Evidently, there is a yellow jacket nest along the trail here, right on the ground. And so I think the little girl, the daughter that was with him, got stung a few times on the arm. There it is right there, right under that tree. I don't know how close I want to get to it, but here is the branch that he put down. I thought he made it pretty distinct. I thought he said something about a triangle, but I probably heard him wrong. I've been on the trail for so long, a little tired. I probably just heard things, but there it is right there. I don't see if you see them flying there or not, but let's see how close we can get before they start flying at me. Let's find out. I might regret this. There it is right there. And I'm a fool. I have to pass this anyway. You know what I mean? So there's no avoiding it. But as I'm walking by it, I will put the camera down right at the nest there, and we'll just continue on our way. Here we go. Yeah, they're flying at me, some of them, but I think we might be good. I don't know if this bug spray that I'm using, I think that was one right there. I don't know if this bug spray that I'm using is deterring them or not, but unlike that young girl with them, their daughter, I didn't get stung, so we're good. I know I've said this already. I've seen a few people here on the trail, but that can all go away in an instant. You could be out here for hours by yourself and see no one. You know what I mean? For me, that is solitude. That is being secluded. Because to me, being secluded is not just, you know, this, being in the middle of nowhere, but it also means being by yourself. I typically don't like to see anyone. I don't like to see anybody on the trail. If I had it my way, no one be out here but me. I'd have it all to myself. I don't care how many square miles it is, how many acres it is, how huge the mountain range is. I want it to be all to myself, right? But that's not reality. Do I know how to get along with people? Yes. But do I prefer to be alone? Absolutely. You know what I mean? So, but the reason why I say that is because some of you probably prefer people on the trail. Like, you don't mind going out by yourself, but you like the idea and the, what's the word I'm looking for? Peace of mind, knowing that you can call for help because people are on the trail. If that is you, when you're doing your research, make sure that you are going on a trail during the busiest time of year. Most trails, most reviews, most sites that talk about trails and things like that, they'll tell you when the best time to go, when there's the most foot traffic. And so do your research, do your due diligence. That way you feel safe and you're out here doing what you want to do and how you want to do it. All right, so this is the Cow Camp Gap, and that is the Appalachian Trail. That way is the way we want to go. We're actually going to be going to the Cow Camp Shelter in half a mile, looks like. All right, everybody, the time is now 4:05 p.m. This trail has narrowed significantly, and everything is overgrown. Beef jerky on the trail, baby. That's the way to go. Yes, sir. Cow Camp Shelter. I don't know if y'all can see it through the woods there. Let me get over here to show you where it's at. There it is right there. I don't know if you saw this too, but there's actually people over there.
Come on in, Stratton. Retired Marine Corps Sergeant Major, 30 years in the Marine Corps.
Oh man, thank you for your service, sir.
Hey.
How are you?
Hoorah, Marine Corps. Good.
Yes, sir. We're here at the shelter. Rick, this is Rick here.
AKA Papa Rick.
Papa Rick, retired Marine Corps. Thank you for your service, sir.
Hoorah.
You got Joel, retired Marine Corps. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And sorry, man, you're Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Thomas, hey, you're gonna be a Marine? You want to be a Marine?
Well, he just went through Marine Corps officer. Yeah, he finished Marine Corps Officer Candidate School, so all he has to do is graduate now.
Awesome, awesome, cool. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
it's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. All right, that was awesome. That is now 4 Marine Corps soldiers that I have run into on this trail. I didn't get the name of the first 2 gentlemen that I ran into, but Rick and Joel, it was a pleasure meeting you. Again, thank you for your service. All right, everybody, so update. On that shelter, there was a sign, an arrow pointing the direction where I'm at now. And so if you look around, we have tent sites. And I'm counting at least 3 or 4. I haven't walked deep, that way yet. I can kind of see some open areas there. But the good thing is, yeah, these are designated tent sites according to that shelter. So I'm gonna look around a little bit, see what kind of spots we can pick, and I'll bring y'all back. Everybody, I think I found where I want to be. I really like this location here. So let me move the camera over here a little bit. So here I can set up my tarp in between these 2 trees here. And then I can put my tent right there in that opening. Right there where all that dirt is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all that. All right. Man, it feels good to just sit here and relax. I know it's getting dark. Hopefully y'all can see me pretty well here. Soon I'll be turning on my lighting and all that good stuff. But I am under my shelter here, my tarp shelter. I'm just gonna take a second and just sit down and relax for a little bit. I'm gonna put together my tent here in just a minute. But I turned the chair around because I actually want to face the trail. I want to see the trail instead of facing that way. So I moved the chair around a little bit. It is 5:12 p.m. and I have to admit, I am pretty tired. I have a feeling that after I eat dinner, I'm going to be going to bed pretty early. I have 2 tie-off points on this tarp. I have one on that end over there, and then another one here. I positioned this tarp in between these 2 thinner, smaller trees, but these trees are stable. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put my tent underneath of that or not. It's a single man tent. It's very small. I'm sure it'll fit under there, but I haven't decided yet. I just hit my headlamp off my head. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Oh my God, I did it again. Jeez, God. I look like a goofball out here. Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right, everybody, so this is the Nature Hike bike packing tent. People who ride mountain bikes or, you know, they ride motorcycles. This is compact enough to fit in a backpack while you're riding. I'm not sure if you saw the form factor of the storage sack, you know, when everything was packed all in there, but it's pretty small. The weight, not bad. I believe it's 3.6, 3.7 pounds. I'm excited to sleep in here tonight. I have made the decision, though. I'm going to place this tent inside of that shelter there, under the tarp there. And so I'm going to move the ground sheet, and take it on over there. Check this out. So I wanted to make sure that the tent could fit in there. Not only can it fit in there, but I was able to put it in there horizontally. Check this out. So that's the entrance. I can literally hang out right here in front of my tent, sheltered. You know what I mean? That is an awesome setup. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put the rain fly on it or not. What I'm probably gonna do, because that backside over there doesn't have as much coverage, obviously, as the front, I'll probably put the rain fly on, but leave the front of this open for maximum airflow. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that now. Everything is secure, everything is staked down. We're good to go. Real quick, everybody, let me show you my sleep system for the evening. My platform I'll be sleeping on tonight, this is a Snug Pack sleeping pad. My pillow is the Sea to Summit pillow. My blanket, in case I need it, that is by Snug Pack as well. There it is, everybody. The entire sleep system. Real simple, real easy, and pretty lightweight. Right now the time is 6:30. And so the temperature on my watch says 66 degrees. It feels really, really nice out here. The wind is picking up a little bit. You can see that. The tarp is moving a little bit. Every now and then there is a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of rain. I'm not too hungry just yet. So I'm just gonna sit here, relax, feel the breeze, take in nature, maybe walk around a little bit. Oh man, that's good water. Oh yeah. It feels so good out here, everybody. Man, my watch says 64 degrees, but it's probably cooler than that. 59 maybe. Slightly breezy at the moment. Oh man, I've just been chilling for the last, other than going to the creek to get some of that water and to show you that Sawyer system. I've been chilling for probably about, I don't know, a good 45 minutes or so. The time is 7:10 p.m., almost dinner time. I love this. Trail time was much needed. I have been really, really wanting to get out for a backpacking trip for quite some time. The last two episodes were truck camps, nothing but rain, wind, crazy rain. But, you know, it's nice to, you know, every once in a while, you know, get out for a backpacking trip, especially one that, you know, doesn't have a torrential downpour, you know what I mean? Who knows, it could still happen. For now, it is just cloudy, windy a little bit, and feels amazing, feels amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and get my cook system out here in just a minute. I think I'm just gonna cook out here. There's really no point in staying in there and cooking, and I kind of just want to be out here and stare at the trees, enjoy the breeze, and just listen to nature. All right, everybody. So the water boiled, but I'll be honest, the water almost toppled over all over the place. And that would have been really bad because the stove almost like toppled over as well. And I don't want to cause a forest fire. So I took care of all that. There was a little bit of water like here and there, but I had enough water and I went ahead and just filled this thing up. This is Heather's Choice grass-fed beef shepherd's pie. I don't know if y'all can see that. Shine my light on it just a little bit. Can y'all see it? It smells amazing. I just finished stirring it. I just realized, and if I had known this, I probably would have chosen a different meal for this trip. I looked at the back. This thing says, let sit for 20 minutes. Stir again and enjoy. 20 minutes? This thing better be freaking incredible for me to have to wait 20 minutes to eat it. So yeah, I set my timer on my watch for 20 minutes. Yeah, that's a long time when you're hungry. So, oh well. I'm gonna clean all this up, but I would have shown y'all a little bit more of the cooking or whatnot, but is what it is. The time is 7:43 p.m. and we have about 5 minutes and 15 seconds left on this meal. 20 minutes you have to wait for this after you put the hot water in it. I've never tried Heather's Choice before. This is my first time. I purchased 3 of their meals. This is, again, the beef shepherd's pie. I picked up their bison chili, and then a oatmeal fruit muesli, something. I think that's how you pronounce it. Muesli? Yeah, muesli. So I actually have all 3 with me. If this isn't enough for dinner, I'm gonna, bring out that chili, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna enjoy the fruit muesli. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But more importantly, looking forward to this in 3 minutes, 35 seconds. This is the longest 3 minutes of my life. I went from not being that hungry to starving. It is, yeah, 7:45. I mean, it's only been like, what, a minute since our last, not even. Okay, 2 minutes, 59 seconds. I'm so hungry. 47 seconds. Let's go. 47 seconds, baby. It's time to eat. Alarm went off. Let's do this. Let's go. Supposed to stir it again, it says. So let's do that. Y'all can see that. Oops. Oh man. That's pretty good. You all can hear the forest. It's alive. We're going to hear that all night. All right, so that meal was pretty good. Yeah, I just finished it up. And now I'm talking to you guys. So what to talk about? Let me turn my headlamp off here so I don't blind y'all. It is 8:09 p.m. now. First of all, I'll say this. I'm tired. I'm going to be turning in pretty early. But I promised y'all a story about a copperhead earlier. I didn't forget. So we're going to talk about that and another thing. But first, let's talk about that copperhead. My wife and I, we went on a hike near Crabtree Falls here in Virginia a while ago, years ago, right? And so we're going up to this waterfall. We just hiked, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles. And we're in the middle of nowhere. So Ashley, you know, she doesn't want to get too close to the water. She doesn't want to slip or anything like that. But me, I go straight to that waterfall. I mean, it's rocky, it's slippery, so on and so forth. But I want to get a close picture of this waterfall. So I go up to the waterfall. And I'm going up to it. And I get this amazing picture. I look down. There is a copperhead looking right up at me, right next to my ankle. Right next to my ankle. I mean, half a centimeter, I would have stepped on it. Okay? And it could have been a disaster. All right? So, look, I said earlier, watch where you step, because you never know. You could step on a rattlesnake. You could step on a copperhead. I mean, in the mountains, there are snakes, especially here, in Western Virginia, where, the Appalachian Trail is, the George Washington National Forest is. All of these forest trails out here, there are snakes. And I always think about that moment, because if I had gotten bit, first of all, there's no way Ashley would have been able to carry me, 4 or 5 miles, back down the mountain. She would have had to leave me there, and as fast as she could get to help, and then they would have to come back and get me. Could have been a medevac, like, who knows? It also could have been pretty expensive. But that's my story. Be careful out there. The last thing I want to talk to you all about is I have seen the funniest, comments lately. One comment in particular was super hilarious. Someone called me a Dollar General David Goggins. For those of you who don't know who David Goggins is, oh my gosh, I gotta laugh. I can't. I'm thinking about it, and it's just hilarious. For those of you who don't know who David Goggins is, he's like a ex-Navy SEAL, but he's like a hardcore, intense motivational speaker / entrepreneur. He does, videos on Facebook, Reels, Instagram, and YouTube. He's a tough guy, right? But he's got, darker skin. He's got the bald head. Dollar General David Goggins right here. The #1 most hilarious comment I've ever seen. So whoever said that, sorry I can't look you up right now, but thank you for making me laugh super hard. Here inside the tent, everybody, getting comfortable. It's time for bed. I am beat. It's been a long day. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a good night. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is 6:42 a.m. It's a little chilly. It's not like cold or anything like that. A little breezy, but overall, it feels amazing out here. I had my alarm set for 6:45. I turned it off. So about 5-10 minutes ago, I heard a noise on this side of the forest over here. And at first it was just, stuff falling off the trees. But then I heard like movement. It was weird. So stepped out of the tent to investigate a little bit. And now we're chilling. We're chilling. So not much to do this morning other than coffee and breakfast. We'll talk a little bit, but after that, it's back on the trail. So let's go ahead and get everything out, start breakfast. Let's get her done. All right, so this one is a little bit more reasonable than our dinner last night. This one says, let's sit for 5 minutes, stir again and enjoy. So 5 minutes, I think I can do 5 minutes. But that extra 15 minutes, that was rough. That was rough. Anyway, again, this is muesli with milk. It is a fruit muesli. Let's see here, cranberries. I guess that's the only fruit. So it's got also pumpkin seeds, organic oats, and whole milk. So yeah, looking forward to trying this. Again, this is by Heather's Choice. So yeah, let's give that another 4 minutes or so, and we'll be ready. Let's go ahead and make some coffee. Coffee time. Sorry for the slurping. It's hot, but it is perfect right now. So I think I said this already. It's slightly chilly, right? Not too cold or anything like that. But there is nothing like a hot cup of coffee when you're camping in the morning. You come out of your tent, cook your water, make your coffee, and just enjoy it. It's just perfect. It's perfect. This muesli is ready. I've actually waited a little longer, so it should definitely be ready. Let's check this out. Again, I've never had this before. And I might have put a little too much water, but that's all right. It's basically oatmeal. Can you all see that? Oh man, this is delicious. Wow. This is very, very good. And this is perfect right now, too. I'll tell you what, I'm going to enjoy this. My coffee, my muesli, or oatmeal, whatever. And I'll bring y'all back soon. "7:39 a.m. everybody. Just taking in nature, taking in the breeze, this scenic forest. There are so many down trees, by the way. If you look around, a lot of them have been chopped up. They've been, chainsawed, moved over to the side. But if you look deep into the surrounding forest here, there are a ton of down trees. So the reason why I bring that up is when you set up in a location like this, we talked about being aware earlier in the episode, right? You want to make sure that you're not setting up under any like dead or soon to be dead trees. You know what I mean? I didn't really film that part of the episode where I kind of scoped everything out and, kind of kicked a tree here and there and, shook it a little bit. The one behind me is pretty thick, but, this one here, it's definitely not dead. I mean, it's, still growing. It's still green. But there are some out here that are pretty tall, look pretty heavy, and if they were to fall on you, that would not be good. And you really wouldn't know. I mean, you'll be asleep in your tent. Next thing you know, you got a tree on top of you, and you're in serious, serious trouble if you're not, if you're not dead already. But anyway, excuse me, man. I got something like some kind of like post-nasal drip or something, man. I drink some more of this coffee. That's what I need. Hope I didn't get sick on this trip, man. Anyway, guys, yeah, just a little bit of advice, you know what I mean? Take it if you want or not, but I just wanted to let everybody know, that's definitely something you should do because, again, there are a good amount of dead trees, deadfall, whatever you want to call it, out here. For the most part, you're pretty much on your own unless you have cell phone signal or, you can call for help. So you don't want to bank on someone being out here, especially someone who has the means to save your life. You know what I mean? So that's another thing to take into consideration as well. Gosh, we could not have asked for better weather, everybody. This entire trip, I mean, the weather has been phenomenal. A breeze every now and then the wind starts to pick up even more, and it just feels good, right? It feels incredible. I had a great time on this trip. Man, let's see. We met 4 Marines. Again, thank y'all for your service. We got some great pictures. We got some great footage. We saw some awesome scenery, and the hike was a super cool workout. Man, I had a great time. I had a really great time with everybody. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. It's time for me to pack up. It's time for me to get everything situated, cleaned up, and get back on the trail and continue my hike and head on home. So again, thank y'all so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. It definitely helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you can get alerts on future episodes. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to get back on the trail. I'll see y'all later. Hope everybody has an awesome rest of your weekend, a great Labor Day today, and an even more awesome and productive week coming up. Till next time, everybody. Take care. This forest here, this section, is beautiful. And my favorite part, so far, it's been pretty flat. Yeah, so anyway, I know I ended the episode, but I just wanted to show y'all this portion. We are pretty much in the home stretch. We're about, I don't know, less than half a mile from the parking lot. But anyway, everybody, again, thank y'all for joining me. Till next time, take care.